All right, good afternoon, everyone. How's it going? This is Johansson checking in. Finally, the end of the day happened. I've been nervous all day because I thought, all of the gains we've gotten at one point were maybe going to start going down, as you can probably see on the screen, which I'll get into. But overall, the day held up pretty well. I can't wait to cover this. So, as usual, this is just to start off. This is not financial advice. It's just for entertainment purposes. So, please do your own due diligence. Also, if you guys are liking the content of the channel here, as you're following along with the journey to try to get to 115,000 before the end of Q1, feel free to hit a like button and hit the subscribe button as well. I would really appreciate that. So today, hopefully, it was a green day for you guys. It was a green day for me. One of the best days I've had in quite some time. As you guys can see on the screen, up 18%. A little bit under 18% in the after hours, but overall we made close to $12,000 today. I think at one point it got up as much as 13,000, so it was crazy. And then, like I said, at one point there was a dip here where I thought, oh man, this day started off, up 6,000 or so, and now it's gonna go down, and it's gonna be not such a good day overall. But it worked out pretty well. So what really got me here today, essentially, right? A lot of the old reliables, as you might know. Let's start off with the first one, the thing that everybody else is talking about today, CCIV, Churchill Capital, merging with Lucid Motors. So it went up today 31%, down 3% in the after hours, but it was primarily because there was a lot of leaked rumors today. So the rumors have been growing all of last week, over the past few weeks, but today there was a couple of leaks out there, and it's potentially going to happen relatively soon. It sounds like almost like it's a done deal. Once again, not financial advice. It sounds like it's almost a done deal, but they're still waiting for that final confirmation from both Churchill and Lucid saying, "Hey, look, the merger is complete." But if it's done, it's going to be around a 12 billion valuation merger, which is going to be huge. Um, so I really felt like when the merger was going to happen, when they announced it, the stock was going to get around to 50 or so, maybe start dropping a little bit after that, but it kind of blew past that without full confirmation. So maybe there's another catalyst along the way that's going to continue to drive this price up. Maybe when they announce this, it goes all the way up to 60. We'll see. We're holding because, once again, we're in it for the long term, and I think it's going to be, in my opinion, a 5 to 6xer at one point. I could really see that happening. I mean, these guys, the stock is $50. These guys haven't even sold one car yet, right? And with the production facility they have in Arizona and the other one they're working on, they're going to get to around 400,000 vehicles per year, which is close to the 500,000 Tesla producers. So I'm not worried about this, especially if the merger goes through. And I think once the merger goes through, a lot of big institutions are going to start buying in. Once that risk factor is out of the way, they're going to start pouring in money here. So I personally still don't think it's too late. Especially if we're going to hold it for a long term, but make sure you do your own due diligence. The other one that is up today, my baby right here, Star Peak Energy Transition, right? So this is a SPAC that's going to be journeying with STEM for the clean energy play here. This is pretty much the biggest clean energy stock that I have right now. Definitely my largest holding. I have, as you can see here, 17,000 in cost, 25,000 total market value. So we've made almost 50% at 7K, and I mean, the merger hasn't even been complete yet. It's confirmed that it's going to be with STEM, but the actual merger date hasn't happened yet, and I think that'll be another catalyst. I really, it's hard to put a price target on these because sometimes they move up so much depending on what the hype is, but I think I'm gonna for sure double my money. The question is, do I 2, 3x's, which I think it's in the play right now. But this is one that I still don't think it's too late to join in the fun. I think it still has a lot of room to grow, like just a ton of room to grow, especially once they get some support from the White House, which I think at one point will be a matter of fact. I mean, today the CEO, Friday the CEO was in Jim Cramer, and the stock is just getting more and more visibility left and right. So I just think it has a lot more room to grow. The other one, I talked about this one last Friday, right? And for those who got in with me, you're up 59% today. Now the stock's been running like crazy. SOS limited, ticker SOS. It's up 186%. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend and say I got in here early, right? But I think I got in here at a good time. It's still relatively cheap. Once again, this is a stock that one of the verticals, at least the most important one in my head right now, is the crypto mining aspect of it. Just like other stocks like Mara, ticker MARA and ticker RIOT, right? And you can go check these out. These stocks are going to move and with crypto and the price of Bitcoin, they just move a lot higher. So if Bitcoin is going from, like for this one, whatever happened, if Bitcoin went from the 40,000 that it was in to 50,000. That's 25% growth. That's good, right? But look, in that same week span, right? This thing went up 187%. So these move like with the ebbs and flow of crypto. So if crypto goes down, this will go down, but the swings are just a lot more dramatic. And I think it's relatively cheap, considering all the other ones are in the 35 to 40 range. So I'm pretty happy I got in here. We have 7,000 in our costs. We're up 48%, the quickest 48% I've ever made in my life. So I'm super happy about that. I wish I put even more, but let's not get greedy here. And then the last one, this one didn't make me any money today, but I think, oh, actually two more. This one didn't make me any money today, but I still think it's bound to break out anytime soon, AYRO. So we're only up 1% here, right? And we've had it for a couple of days, but this electric car company is gonna, I think it's cheap. I think it's gonna blow up at one point. It just needs to get the traction, right? Once a lot of these other YouTubers start talking about this, you'll start to see this stock rise. And as you see it right now, it's only $10. So these things are cheap considering all these electric stocks. Sometimes when they get the traction going, they'll go up, 100% within a week. So I'm not too worried about it, but I wanted to bring it to your attention. And then the other one, the one that I added today, Nano Dimension. So these guys just had another public offering for $500 million. They're always doing public offers of their stocks anytime it moves up. So it does get kind of annoying after a while, but they are raising a ton of cash. And once they really start kicking off operations, they're going to have a ton to play with. Now, there's some conversations today about these guys potentially this latest round of stock offerings, which was the biggest one they've done in a while. There was talks about them potentially merging with someone. That's why I wanted to get into this play. I've been meaning to look at this one for a while, but I just haven't pulled the trigger. I only bought 3,500 worth of shares, down 1%, because I wasn't sure how far low this was going to get. I got in at around 1481, so probably should have waited a little bit longer, but I'm okay, especially if I think it's long term, it's going to grow. Tomorrow, depending on how this goes, I might add another 3,500 just to get to around that $7,000 range on just total equity here, or actually I only have 3,000 buying power, so maybe just another 2,500 to 3,000. But overall, that's it. That's all I really have for you guys today. But once again, a beautiful day. Hope it was a beautiful day for all of you as well. As usual, once again, just a reminder, guys, if you like the content, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel. Please hit me with that like button, subscribe, and you'll see my journey, my mistakes, the stuff that I get right as we try to reach 115,000. Remember, once again, I'm not like a lot of these YouTubers that have a crazy amount of experience on this. I'm taking a lot of the recommendations I see everywhere for the things that I read, and I'm trying to make my own decisions about it and formulate it into a portfolio that I think makes sense for me, for my future growth. And hopefully it's something that, so far it's been working, right? I'm still learning. So that's going to continue to go. So hopefully you guys can be on that journey there with me. Oh, and then last thing, as usual, the links below have a links to WeBull, Robinhood, just so you guys can get some free stocks if you deposit some money and open an account. Maybe if you're trying to get into trading. And then also I have a link to Coinbase if you're trying to get into crypto. Coinbase has pretty much most of the main cryptos in it. I think you get $10 if you deposit $100. So it's a pretty good deal overall. So other than that, that's it. That's all I have for today. So I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.